Hey there everyone, it's Dr. Kim D'Eramo. I wanted to make this video in response to so many of the questions and comments and posts that came out about the part one of this video, the 3-step process to move through depression. The biggest things that are coming up are how we've so been conditioned to not meet these heavy energies, like they're bad, or if I allow these things to come up, it will just swallow me up. The most important thing is to connect with a space of compassion. I love myself unconditionally. I'm willing to allow whatever it is that I'm really feeling, because it's parts of us that are experiencing this thing. It's not like this negative energy, or it's an entity, or it's somebody hijacked me, or somebody made me feel this. It's like there's a part of me that's incomplete around whatever. It could be from decades ago when I was really tiny, or it could be, usually it's not like yesterday when that person said something, but that person yesterday triggered this thing that's like decades old. Because if someone says something to me today, it's usually like, when it's a really powerful response, it's because there's something underlying that it really triggered in me. So it's a part of ourselves that are holding these energies, not like some external thing. We got to get it off and make it go away, and like an exorcism. But we have to welcome in light. We have to welcome in a space of serenity and compassion for these parts of ourselves. It's not going to be just a matter of like, okay, I'm going to dip into this heaviness and somehow it resolves. That's why a lot of times like talk therapy doesn't really work, because we're not embracing a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of compassion, a higher level of pure love for what we notice. That is the most essential ingredient. That's why with EFT tapping, we tap, even though I feel X, Y, and Z, I choose to love and accept myself fully. Even though I feel this heaviness and despair and grief and depression, and maybe I haven't gotten out of bed, I choose to love and accept myself fully. This opens us to receive the resources, whether it's going to seek help from an individual, or medication, or like whatever you're going to do. This isn't to say, oh, therefore I don't need anything else, I should just heal it myself. When we embrace light and we receive light, we have compassion for ourselves. So we would never choose to like purposely shut down what could be useful, what could be helpful. So when you go into that last step of asking from a space of clarity, what is it I require? We can, and almost always it's like, be still with this and breathe. It's hardly ever, oh, go and, dig into your past or do this thing. It's almost always just give myself more space. But sometimes there are actions that will be helpful. And someone asked me today, so how did it go for you? How did the rest of the week after you did this exercise? This isn't like a one-time thing for me. Like this kind of thing happens a lot, maybe once a month or twice a month, where I just got to make time to really be with myself. And my life is always expanding more and more and more and more the more I do meet these parts. So it's not just like, oh, last week I did this thing and like, oh, wow, all these things happen. There are amazing things that happen, but it's always happening. Because I live fully, because I live from this depth, because I'm not sticking it under a rug and trying to medicate myself or distract myself through it, because I do meet myself so deeply. I had an amazing weekend with a really special friend who's been going through her own challenges, and like just sitting in the space with her was really very cathartic for her. I had an incredible experience with my husband, like one of the most profound, amazing times we've ever had together. Went for this incredible hike with our dog and our baby, and it's like one of the most memorable days of my life. It was amazing. And I know I had a connection with him after that the experience that I shared in the last video, that just deepened our relationship so much. So that's another awesome piece that came out of it. I've been feeling amazing and feeling like I know I'm willing to meet myself unconditionally. Someone else had asked, well, what if we really have very deep depression? Can we still sit with these energies? And it's not that you don't get assistance and support and like be smart. I always reach out to people I need when I know like, whoa, I'm in a really challenging place. I want to let something in. I want to let assistance in. So reach out. And yes, you can go to that depth with yourself or with assistance from someone else and allow these things to release. So yeah, if there are other questions on this, I know it can be really hard because we are so entrained to think, oh my God, depression. No, 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 no. Feel better, feel better. It's okay, be positive. And then we don't really let ourselves feel what we feel. That is not healthy. That is not going to allow the energy to move. It's not going to let you make space for yourself. So find a space of compassion, be willing to meet yourself fully, and being willing to let it go as deep as it goes, getting resourced, receiving what you need, but letting these energies move. So sometimes I'll see light coming into my body, crystalline light coming through my body, and just let my body know, body, you can let this in. And then kind of really feeling and meeting those deeper energies. So there's different ways you can do it. Certainly in the Instant Elevation program, there are a lot of really specific ways to sort of energetically release things, allow your body to come into harmony. We will be continuing the membership program every Wednesday. I'll be live. If you want live assistance, that's at drkimd.com/membership. That's available as well. But keep tuning in, and I appreciate your questions, and I'm sending so much love. We are in a period where there's so much upheaval, so much moving through, and I know for many of us, it's like, whoa, what the heck is this? This doesn't make any sense. So it's okay to kind of operate in a way that goes beyond what you understand right now, and let yourself meet yourself more fully in these energies of heaviness or despair or grief or whatever is coming up. Loving and supporting yourself. Lots of love. I'm at drkimd.com. Certainly subscribe if you are interested in more, and you can share this with those that you love.